850,000 out there. Oh my goodness, quads on the flop.
That's crazy. The odds of that happening are very, very slim. And yet it did.
For Vanessa, best card ever. Full house over full house.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best.
When even the infamous Tony G is amazed, you know it's a good hand. These are just some of the most crazy poker hands ever aired on television, so don't blink if you don't want to miss it. To start off strong, it is no secret that Daniel Negreanu is one of the most popular and respected figures in the poker world. In fact, both pros and fans of the game often refer to him as the ambassador of poker. One of the most famous parts of Daniel's game is his uncanny ability to guess the specific holdings of his opponents during the course of the hand. It doesn't really sound as mind-blowing in words or when described like that, so you better see for yourself.
Uh-oh. Check.
14.
Given bets?
Yeah. 1,400. Do you have a king?
I may have.
Do you? Just tell me. It's fine. You have a king? No? Okay, I called in.
Oh my lord, not only was that free information, but Daniel didn't even have to work for it.
The commentator's reaction was on point. Daniel's reaction too was quite funny as he rubbed it in Given's face that he read him quite well.
Turn. Daniel checks.
He doesn't have a king. You're an honest man. I like that.
So does Given. 6 on the river.
Did you got a 5?
Do I have a 5?
A 3-4.
3-4. I'm going to bet you $1,200.
Daniel bets.
It's a weird bet, I know. It's a Phil Hellmuthian-like bet, right?
Given brushed it off with a laugh, though, as he quipped,
Bet.
I played that bad. I'm just breaking the ice. I think you might have.
Obviously, it was neither the first nor the last time that Daniel Negreanu read his opponents like an open book. Take his play against Matt Trout, for example.
Against Matt Trout, who's got an up and down straight draw after the flop. Turn card is a 10. Trout hits his straight. Daniel can only hope for a chop. Trout, a 28-year-old mortgage consultant from Wisconsin, checks it over to Negreanu. Daniel bets 4,000. Daniel with a pair of 7s. Trout check raises.
Daniel may have been quiet then, but not anymore. See? Amazing.
I had you on the flop, and then you got me on the turn.
He's right again.
I had you, but then that card changed the leader, I'm pretty sure, right? You had like some kind of 9 in your hand, right? Like King 9.
King 9?
9, whatever. Take it.
Daniel fold.
He wasn't being quiet because he didn't have anything to say, but was busy reading his opponent's play. Understandably, Trout wasn't too happy about Daniel guessing his hand.
You're a sick human. King 9?
King 9?
I did it again! Yes! Even when you lose, they cheer for.
While Daniel Negreanu makes it easy, it really isn't. His ability to do so stems from the fact that he is such an experienced poker player.
No Limit Hold'em, it's art. It's about people. It's about painting a picture. And when you're in the zone, you just feel what everyone has.
You got aces or something? I think I know what you got. You've got 2 8s?
It's almost like you know what they're going to do before they do.
You're bluffing. He's bluffing.
How scary is this guy?
You have kings?
How scary is this guy? Is such a legitimate expression to Daniel's genius. What exactly happened there? Take a look.
Mike Sexton with pocket kings. And he's going to raise it up to 22,000.
There were 3 ways to get into the TOC: win a circuit event, make the final table of the 05 main event, or get a sponsor exemption.
Mataso was at that 05 final table. Negreanu and Reslok won circuit events, and Sexton got a sponsor exemption. Negreanu with queen deuce will make the call. Sexton with the advantage going to the flop. The flop 5, 7, 6 rainbow. Sexton's kings keep Daniel in hot water.
Daniel then checked.
And Sexton will slow play the kings to the turn. It's a deuce. Daniel pairs his card. A couple of more outs there for him.
Daniel's still far behind.
If you think that is going to slow him down, you've got another thing coming.
But he is going to bet it. 30,000 chips.
Well, for all Daniel knows, his deuces are the best hand right now. Sexton might have just a couple of high cards.
And Sexton's right behind him with the call. River card is another 5. Sexton gets the check mark with kings up. Negreanu will be first to act, and he checks it now. Mike Sexton with kings and 5s bets 50,000. That got Daniel's attention.
He's betting 50,000 into a pot of 100.
When he lifts his head and watches his opponent even more closely, that's when you know Daniel's brain is working on overdrive.
Yeah, Daniel's thinking, what can I beat? And of course, what does he have?
You might have like kings, I guess. It's crazy.
He might.
2 kings?
That is unearthly. Daniel might be an alien.
Time and time again, we hear him call out his opponent's cards. He might have x-ray vision.
I just want to see him.
Oh, he was going to pay for the information and make the call.
With that, Sexton basically just gave away his hand.
How scary is this guy?
You have kings?
How scary is this, really?
Yeah, I thought that's the only hand you could have was 2 kings. At least I called it right.
What is that is dabbing it there now?
Even the other players at the table were in awe of Daniel.
I didn't have any clue what you had. How's that?
I put him on kings and still paid it off.
That was impressive, though.
That was.
Nice read.
Yeah. I had no clue what Mike
If it was a nice read, I would have threw it away.
Really, that's no surprise. Then there's the WSOP, where he battled against McLean.
Jack Queen offsuit.
Wrong answer.
He gets one more try.
Absolutely nothing.
You got it!
I don't believe you. How much is it?
134.
Daniel's trying to figure out if this is the Matiso blow-up he predicted.
Yikes. All right, Mikey, you take it.
He folds.
He had it right the second time, though.
As you can see,
Hey, Jack Queen! Nice, what a lay down with my pair of 8s. Jack Queen.
and then, to no one's surprise,
Gotcha. I called it second time.
That guy is amazing.
It took me 2 this time, but I got it.
Daniel sometimes is just positively
I had King
unearthly.
Queen, then I went Jack Queen. I was a little off.
And a lot of money on the line.
Sexton's donating half of his TOC winnings to 5 charities.
when McLean checked, Daniel started to taunt him.
Lingering on the golf course.
He's getting better now. Here's the flop. 9, 6, 7. Negrano hits 2 pair. Mike Sexton gets 1 pair and a straight draw. Daniel bets 20,000. Sexton makes the call.
Worth it for Mike with bottom pair and that gut shot.
Turn card is a 4. No help to Mike Sexton, who still trails. Daniel checks.
When McLean ultimately revealed his card, Daniel's reaction was that of a confident man.
Go down there.
Sexton checks behind him. To the river we go. Another 6 gives Sexton the best hand with trip 6s.
What a river card for Mike Sexton.
Daniel may have lost the pot, but the respect he earned was invaluable. The next game is yet another example of Daniel's uncanny ability to have the upper hand against his competitors.
He's going to need to outplay him. He trails right now. Daniel got an 8 in the flop.
It's your neighborhood again.
You don't care. You're going to bet 6,000 anyway, right?
6? All right.
6,000 it is.
You just do whatever I say the whole hand?
Keep giving me good advice like that, I guess.
Daniel called him. We'll go to the turn. Daniel's 8s trailing the aces. No help to Daniel with that 10.
All right, I checked you.
E didn't, and yet, funnily enough, he never stopped chattering.
There's no help to Daniel with that 10.
All right, I checked you.
Let's check to him.
Now I'd like you to call 10,000, please.
Call 10,000.
Yes. Just call it. Don't raise me.
I'd like to see him raise Daniel.
Good call. See? He's doing exactly what I want him to do. That's
check or bet the river.
Depends if a heart comes or not.
Okay.
When he did this, it didn't come as a surprise.
Why do I think you still have like 2 kings or something?
I'm not even playing liar's poker with Daniel for dollar bills.
I think you got like 2 kings and I'm gonna lose, so I check.
Very good read.
What's that?
That's a good read.
Close. He had aces over there.
Daniel Negrano is front and center. And Negrano with Queen 10 offsuit.
I know how badly Daniel wants to win the main event, but
And yet, again, he continued his monologue, even when no one was partaking in the quote-unquote conversation.
On blog, he's doing wee bowling. He's scattered.
He does raise it to 3,000. Over to Ryan McLean with pocket aces. He's another Canadian player. He's from Edmonton.
Maybe this is the Canadians' year to win the main event.
A re-raise to 9,000 from the small blind from McLean. So that action back to Daniel now from Toronto. He lives here in Vegas.
I don't really want to, but I kind of have to.
Overall, from brilliant folds to actually calling out the exact cards of opponents, Negreanu has an uncanny knack for recognizing other players' strengths in certain spots. These moments have fascinated poker fans for years. While he is undeniably a great poker player, he is not the only one who has captured the attention of fans and poker players alike. There's Tony G, who is famous not only for what he achieved and amount earned in the poker world, but also his seemingly innate ability to annoy other people at the table with his never-ending yapping. That's no different for this particular game.
Oh, look at this, Vanessa. It's me and you. I got to raise it 1,200.
Winning 5 wasn't called predictable.
So if you re-raise, then you build the pot so big, and then you're going to get bluffed out in the big pot.
Oh boy, Vanessa's got pocket rockets.
I'd say it's the perfect time to listen to Tony and re-raise.
Just called.
Keep the pot low.
Vanessa Russo's silence did not deter Tony G from continuing with his monologue.
I bet 2,000.
Yeah.
That's fair, you know. I think it's better betting in the dark.
Tony bets in the dark and flops 2 pair.
A dark raise, that's hiding.
Is it really measured by that? You'll see.
Vanessa raises to 5,000.
I want to raise it again.
Tony re-raises to 20 grand.
You can get it all in.
Tony G sounding very...
Frankly, that does not come as a surprise, as he almost always sounds that way. Even the commentators are aware.
Tony G is capable of this song and dance whether he's strong or bluffing. Vanessa's going to have a hard time getting away from this one.
You ready? If you win the hand, you keep me quiet.
Now that's a great motivation. Will Vanessa earn sweet, sweet silence, though? Now, that's a great wordplay. But that's also the point of the game where you know it's going to be more interesting.
Tony G does have a flush draw.
10,000.
And bets 10,000.
You could shut me right up.
As he once again dangles that reward, Russo couldn't help but respond.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot. Punch in the face.
Just push a button?
In terms of the game, though,
that ace dramatically improves Vanessa's hand, but if she put Tony on spades, he just got there.
She just calls.
On spade watch.
I check.
Tony checks in the dark. The river. A sick card, the 5 of hearts.
Now you got to show some guts. Can you bet this, or are you going to make a really weak check now on the end?
Even with her silence, it's easy to see that Vanessa has a lot on her mind. And her eyes, man, her eyes speaks volume.
For Vanessa, best card ever, full house over full house.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too on the end.
Wow.
And a flush draw. That's it. That shut me up. Well done, Vanessa.
Was it really luck? Better yet, did Tony G actually shut up? You probably already know the answers to those, so let's just move on. Make sure to pay attention, as this next one is pretty amazing.
Gomez with aces.
Alex and Benny are going to go heads up to this.
850,000 out there. Oh my goodness, quads on the flop. Don't ever run bad.
Strange. The last time Gomez had aces, it was against Kevin Saul, and 3 6s came on board. He won a big pot. This time, 3 of a kind is going to come on board, and he's destined to lose a lot of chips right here.
Will it happen as they said it would? If so, how would Spindler play it?
1.3.
He is raising, wasting no time.
You know, this is an interesting play here from Spindler. He's got 4 of a kind, and, you know, popular wisdom would say you should just call and slow play it. But what he's hoping for here is that his raise looks like a bluff, and that Gomez does have a hand like aces, kings, or something along those lines, and is going to, you know, play for it all.
But then Gomes called.
Well, he's just going to call. Now, you know, the funny thing about this is Gomez actually thinks he's trapping him.
Right, he thinks he's slow playing his hand.
He's trying to trap him as he thought and as he did against Kevin Saul earlier in this tournament. Now Benny Spindler asking for a chip count.
1,350,000 apiece.
6.
Let's see the turn card.
Now
Like
Benny
it, man.
can't really care how much Gomez has here.
It's just trying to like show weakness, if you will. It's a little bit of a sort of Hollywood.
How do you think this ends?
And Spindler is really taking an aggressive approach to this hand to try to get as many chips in as possible. A big bet once again of $2 million.
Pot up to $5.5 million now.
Well, this is the opportunity now for either Gomez to be an absolute
in the end
middle. Just an amazing. Oh, and he does. He's moving it all in. Of course, Spindler. Where he's calling. He's got 4 of a kind. Gomez says, completely dead. River card is totally irrelevant. Spindler wins a monster pot, eliminating Gomez. He's up over $16 million.
If you think that's all, you are so mistaken. Take a look at these other epic poker situations.